Welcome back to the couch. We've had Emilie Lowe in the studio before. She's an amazing young independent filmmaker. She's had one movie on her, down under her belt, actually, should I say. The Canary. It's been a great success. We've got her back in the studio talking to one of our great successes, Bernadette Marie. Over to you.
Thank you so much for having me. Yes, that's correct. We've got Emilie Lowe here. Now, for people who haven't seen The Canary, can you just give us like a quick little recap of what the movie is about?
Yeah, so this was my first major feature film. It's a period film set in the 1800s, and it follows Florence, who, upon the sinking of a passenger vessel, is cast adrift on the open ocean with nothing but her and a caged canary. It's about her overcoming challenges, overcoming the odds, and finding the fight to survive.
Oh, wow. So, and are you the starring actress in this movie?
Yeah, so we only had 5 people make the film and a $10,000 budget, which was a massive challenge. So I did act, write, direct, edit. Yes, do the shot listing. So big challenge.
You are very talented. Yeah. So what was probably the hardest thing you had to face making this movie?
I think WA has a lot to offer in terms of its incredible environment, but it can be quite harsh to film in. So we filmed on a 100-year-old lifeboat in the open ocean, out in the outback, in 40-degree heat during COVID lockdowns. So we bit off a lot for this film. Wow. It was great fun.
Oh, and how long did it take you to make The Canary?
So we started in 2021 when I was still at university, and it took about 3 years to make in terms of filming, editing, finishing it, and it just got released at the start of this year.
And it's done really well. I know you couldn't bring all the awards in today, but I know you're very humble as well, but can you tell us please how many awards it did win? And it's international.
Yes, yeah. Well, we've been lucky enough to win awards across the kind of world, in New York, Paris, London, Tokyo. But we got really great audience reception as well, which we've been very happy with. People have said that they've cried in the movie, they felt inspired by the movie, which to us is a really great payoff for all the work we put in.
Yeah, that's right, because, you know, you've written this from the heart. You've been very authentic. You've played many roles in making this movie.
Yes.
So how important is it to you to make something that is actually got some pure meaning behind it?
I think humans have the ability to tell stories, and humans connect to human stories. So for me, having stories which relate to anyone, whether you're a man, woman, younger, older, that was really important to me. So although the woman is, you know, a Victorian woman, 1800s young woman, we've had men cry in this, we've had children love this, we've had people get inspired. So it's a story of overcoming challenge, and I think especially nowadays anyone can relate to that. So that was very important to me.
Yeah, and are you here to inspire more women as well to get in the filmmaking industry?
Definitely, definitely. I think that it's hard for anyone in the industry, but especially for women and young women coming into it. So hopefully they can see things like this, where we started with nothing and no budget, no help, and we were able to achieve so much, can inspire more people to pick up a camera and give it a go.
So what is your message, like, if there are people out there that wanting to, you know, I'd always love to do that, like, but they see it as quite a daunting thing.
Yes.
I could never do that. What would be your advice to them?
Yes, and I think it is extremely daunting. You see these massive productions, and I think people focus on what they don't have. You know, I don't have $1 million. I don't have a Hollywood setup. I'm not over east with all these connections. I would say instead focus on what you do have. If you have this old vintage car, incorporate it. If you work at a supermarket, that might be a great set for your film. If you have some friends with certain animals or costumes, I look at what I have and then I write a script around that, which really helps people who think they've got nothing. WA, we have incredible environments, and I think for my next film, which I'm making, which is Where Dead Things Grow, I think that was a big part as well. I looked at what we had already, and then I worked with my tiny team to then make that possible.
Excellent. And now that you've got the one movie under your belt, did you find filming the next one, which you're still currently filming?
Yes.
How you finding that you're doing that a lot quicker than the first movie?
Yes, it was a film that we made with only 3 people. And we filmed back-to-back days as fast as we could. And yeah, this is it kind of showing on the screen right now.
Yeah.
And I was both director and cinematographer for this. And I really wanted to test stylistic shots for it. And it turned out amazing. We had such a tiny team work on it, but I'm very proud of what we were able to create. And again, we worked with what we had available. No budget again, but a lot of passion, a lot of hard work, and we were able to make something that we were really proud of. And that's kind of I want it to be my calling card in film, is to defy the odds and just just create, and that's what we love to do.
It's amazing. And you were nominated for Young Achievers Award. Can you tell us a little bit about the nominations?
Yeah, I mean, that was a massive surprise. I was not expecting it. I was lucky enough to be nominated both the careers category and the women leadership category. Yeah, there's some of the awards.
We're seeing all your awards now as well.
Yeah, we've just been so grateful with how much the film has promoted WA filmmakers and young women in film. And WA has been an incredible backer of it. You know, we have just been over the moon with the support and the positive feedback, and that kind of makes all the hardship and struggle worth it.
Yeah, and where can people see the movie, The Canary, and your up-and-coming movie?
Yeah, so we had full sold-out screenings at Luna and Backlot, which blew us away, and we're currently working on DVDs now, which can be purchased very soon, so that if somebody wasn't able to get to the theatre or didn't have access to the movies, they can now watch the film, and they're going to be available for pre-order on our website.
Oh, that is fantastic. Yeah, so, and do you have, what's next for you? Do you have something else in the works that you can tell us about?
Yeah, so Where Dead Things Grow, which was written and starring Zach Clifford, is currently in the final production stages, and I'm also writing my next feature, which is going to be bigger and better and full WA cast and crew, and we're hoping to get some really great sponsorships and support for that film. But I just want to keep creating and keep supporting the industry, and the more people we have making films, the better it is for everyone.
That is fantastic. So if people do want to keep in touch with what you have to offer, can you please tell them a little bit about your website?
Yeah. So if you'd like to learn anything about either The Canary or future films, we have our website, www.saltandhoneyproductions.com.au, and we will have our DVDs available very soon. So if you'd like to pre-order those or learn more about the film or what we have upcoming, please come and support us.
Thank you so much. And we're going to throw it back to you now, Fred.
Thank you very much. Can I just ask you something, Emily?
Of course.
How old are you now?
I'm 25 now.
You're 25. You're so young. What's it like being the boss, being the executive producer?
I love it, I've got to say. I do love it. I think that if you have a direct vision and direct passion and people who are passionate working with you, it is the best environment.
What's the buzz? What do you get most out of it? I know it's not about money. What do you get most out of this, being a filmmaker?
I love the opportunity to tell stories, and I think WA has extremely unique perspectives and unique stories, and not having limits on what we can say and what we can talk about and what we can do, that's human and that's filmmaking, and I can't wait to test the boundaries and do some more exciting things in the future.
And I think you're pushing yourself into a career and being either a mentor, a producer, a filmmaker, television, in all those sort of fields. If you want me to pitch an idea for you,
I'd
a
love
hot guy running a TV show, purely fictitious,
I'll
with some
cast you
hot
in it,
people
don't worry.
that present. I mean, I know a couple of people that could probably do it. Maybe we'll call it The Couch, the movie.
Oh, that's good. It's like the sequel to The Canary.
Or if we want to do it a really scary one, The Couch, The Reckoning.
Oh, I like that. Bit of Tom Cruise in there.
The Couch Eats the Canary.
Oh, that's good.
We
Spin-off.
could compile together. Well done. Congratulations. Thank you to Bernadette as well. Keep up the great work. Keep looking after those young people who want to get into movies. Now, our lovely Emily has given me this wonderful picture. I'm going to try and hold it without breaking it. This is a fantastic framed picture, so you won't get just the glass or you won't get just the picture. If you would like to win this, we'd love to give it away to one person today. The first person who SMSs me today and sends me their name and address to 0439 929 929. That's 0439 929 929. Name and address, and the code word needs to be Canary. It's written on the screen. Get it to me, and if you get that, I'll let you come and pick up this picture and we'll get it delivered to you. So thank you very much. Thank you to Emily. Thank you to our lovely Bernadette. And we'll take a break. More of The Couch coming up right after this.
Connect with The Couch online through Facebook, Instagram and YouTube.
Welcome back to The Couch. Always nice to have your company on this Sunday evening or other days around Australia, depending when it's screening. We've got Alexander Sacosta back in talking entertainment. Welcome back, Alexander.
Thank you, Fred.
What have you been up to?
Oh, what have I been up to? I had a pretty busy week, actually. I got to MC some wonderful events for the Chamber of Commerce, which was really cool. I met Dave Hughes.
Yes,
Hughesy.
you were telling me.
Oh, he's great.
Is he a great guy? I've been told he's a great guy, the same as what we see on TV.
It felt, he's just funny, personable, was really nice, took photos with heaps of people.
He's a lovely man.
Yeah, great guy.
Well done. What do we got today?
Well, let's talk Tom Cruise now.
Why not?
Why not? Tom Cruise, one of my favourite actors, fantastic performer, loves movies, and obviously had the final reckoning, Mission Impossible, come out. There he is, handsome as ever, Fred.
Still looks good for his age.
Very good for his age. Now, he has never actually won an Academy Award despite nominations for movies like Rain Man, Magnolia, and has been a producer on Mission Impossible. Yeah. And you kind of don't realise that these people have been working in Hollywood for such a long period of time and haven't actually ever won. But he's going to receive an honorary Oscar at the Governor's Awards. So they're awarding people like Dolly Parton, Debbie Allen, and himself for these special Oscars.
Wouldn't you think he'd win an award for the special effects that he does?
Oh,
you know, all the stunts?
Stunt work. They need to make an Oscar category for that.
I think so. It's a very important role, and he does it himself.
Every time. As the whole time, from the beginning. And you can see when you think of movie star, he's very much one of the last true movie stars.
Yeah, and I don't think we've seen the last of Tom Cruise.
No.
Mission Impossible is not that impossible, I think.
Mission Possible. And then moving on to
the Logies.
The Logies, Fred, our favourite award
You're
ceremony.
younger than me, but I remember the Logies being like a peel-a-thon and telethon. We used to wait for it. We'd watch the whole night. Yeah. But back when I was younger, I knew a lot of the people that were on TV, as in you recognised them.
Yes.
These days, if you showed me a whole heap of names and a whole heap of people, I wouldn't know who they are.
It's the proliferation of new media.
Yeah.
So we've become so much more democratised now that you can watch on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. And so the idea of the celebrity or Australian celebrity is very much diffused in a way. But we do have the Gold Logie, which is the most prestigious award. And you've got some of the favourites up for that one. Lynn McGranger, obviously from Home and Away, Sonia Kruger, Julia Morris, Hamish Blake, Ali Langdon, Lisa Miller, and Pauline Yao. So I don't know who I could pick. I mean, look at them all there. They're all
wonderful
fantastic people.
Alison Langdon will win.
Oh, you think so? I think Pauline Yao. Ever since she made that crock and bush on MasterChef, remember?
Okay, now that you've mentioned that, Channel 10, there's definitely no way anyone watched it. So I think I'll be honest with you, and I'm not being nasty, but Alison Langdon has more than 2.5 million people watching her every night. She's the number one person at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
We've invested very heavily on her taking over from Tracy Grimshaw. She hosted the election special.
That's true.
She's become the star of 9.
That's true.
And I put my money on her.
What about Lynn McGranger, though? Ending her tenancy at Home and Away?
Channel 7. The reason she's not there anymore is because 7 is not it's not as popular as it used to be. Home and Away, Neighbours, wonderful shows. They all work incredibly hard, but those actors on there are not as recognised as they were 20 years ago.
Perfect. Speaking of actors not as recognised as 20 years ago, Kelsey Grammer, he's expecting baby number 8.
Oh, congratulations.
70 years old, Fred. I don't know about you. There he is there. It still looks very good for his age. Not Tom Cruise good, but good.
Would you want a child at that age?
I don't know. There's something to be said for these people in their later years having children, especially when you already have, 7 other children. His wife's 46 years old, giving birth, Kate Walsh. But you kind of think, it reminds you of Robert De Niro when he had a child in his 80s. Like, is Dad going to be around for that much when that child's born?
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. Look, it's up to the individual.
I mean,
parents can be good at any age,
True.
and parenting is more important than the age thing. But I think sometimes, depending on your lifestyle, when you're a very busy person, whether it's work, entertainment, travel, sometimes children take a little bit of your time.
That's true. And what's good, actually, also, if you've worked in entertainment your whole life, then at least you'll be able to, like, oh, this is your dad, and you can just show them from when they were on Cheers all the way through to that Frasier's reboot we hated.
I absolutely agree with you. What's happening with this iconic event that we're bringing back?
Fred, Style Aid is coming back. Now, this event has been gone for 10 years, but for 20 years, it was popular. It was the big Perth event for fashion, and it's very purposeful because it raises money for the West Australian AIDS Council at a time when that visibility just wasn't there. Mark Reed and Ali May, the original founders, unfortunately, Ali May is no longer with us. So as a tribute coming back, the theme is Phoenix. It celebrates local designers. It's going to be on August 15th at the Crown Grand Ballroom. This is the Perth event people want to go to.
Do you know what? Style Aid was a wonderful charity, still is, and I hope it goes back to the form that it used to be. And I'm glad to see it back, and congratulations. Sometimes it's hard bringing something back that's sort of gone.
But it's wonderful because it's an iconic Perth event, and I've been watching some of the previous ones, and everyone who as anyone in Perth was at this event.
If they're looking for an MC,
Oh
who
my
better
gosh.
than you?
Anything's
Style.
possible, Fred. Anything's
Well
possible.
done.
Stick around. Stay tuned.
We'll stay tuned to that. And something else we'll stay tuned to is Supernova.
Supernova's back again.
You love Supernova.
I love Supernova. You know me. I like to dress up as Superman. They're coming back Perth 28th and 29th of June, bringing all the celebrities with them. Evangeline Lilly from The Hobbit and from Lost.
They get some amazing stars.
They bring
Do you remember
big
the guy
names.
from Star Trek? He used to come out, the captain. Yeah, Captain Kirk. I'm trying to
he
remember
actually
his name.
come to Perth?
Yeah. He's
my gosh.
He's been here for Comic-Con and all that. Sort of.
Pokemon's going to be there.
Amazing people turn up.
Billy Zane from Titanic, Rena Owen, I had the chance to speak to her. She's actually in the new live-action Moana movie. She's come in, and she's also famous for Once We're Warriors as well. It's exciting.
Do you think there's a lot of money in it, or do you think it's just them saying thank you to the people?
It's them saying thank you to their fans, and no fans are big. As you can see, they take all these beautiful photos, and it's an environment of creativity, and the cosplay and pop culture all come together. Anime, just people who are very passionate about things, and things like Star Wars, Star Trek. All of these have legacy, like families, generationally. You've got the dad dressing up all the way through to the baby.
And I think you're right. These are people that want to say they love Australia.
Yeah.
So they get an opportunity to come to Australia
and meet their
fans and say thank you as well. It's not always about the money. So well done to them. And that's coming up, when is that?
28th and 29th of June.
2 days.
Exciting.
So it's only next week.
Yeah. Oh
Beautiful.
my gosh. Get your
Anything
tickets
else?
now. That's everything, Fred.
That
How
should be
exciting.
enough for now.
That should be enough of me for now.
Alexander Sacosta, where do we find more information about you?
You can find everything about me at alexandersacosta.com.
Thank you very much. That is entertainment for this week. We'll take a break. Red is coming up after the break. Stick around. You're watching The Couch all around Australia.
Connect with The Couch online through Facebook, Instagram and YouTube.